everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Ravens going up against the Browns. So let's get out to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. He takes this for 3 to the 29. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he's brought down after a good gain.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A gain of 3, second down. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 56. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where's primary.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays because coverage is just...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Crowell. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. They'll run the option left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devin Smith, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run the option left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen.
There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty.
Late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off the squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run the option left. And he cuts it back left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were...
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation they were not really focused on it.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too. Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. This offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. He'll drop to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, 72 yards. And the Browns continue to roll. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Watch it now, Marty!
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
They'll need to get the play off quickly, and they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Holding. Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
He'll look to throw, and he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On the give, this is their fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Travis Coons on now for the Browns field goal. And Coons connects on this one. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Wilson snags it left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They said at the beginning of the year, hey, our goal is to play in the conference title game. They just achieved that.
How about that? So that gives you not just determination, right? Not just a standard to go up against, but how about the confidence as they were building towards that? Because you had to win a lot of games in order to get in this position, and now they're there, and they'll play in a game. They'll determine whether or not they go to the Super Bowl.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.